history right now. Okay.
First in the draft to first on the Shoutcast, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome. Your team's doing well so far. It's been an early lead for them. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just got done with another competitor. I say a nice light stream of competition of Madden with my good friend Hank Basket out in LA with Team EVGA, and they do a nice fun stream. I would say go over there too when you get time. Follow, send it to them. You get fun giveaways with them with capture cards, mouses, keyboards, headsets, stuff like that, and fun gaming time. So I'm ready for some real a little bit. I say a level up of competition and watching the UEL and my Ghost teammates do their thing here in Valorant right now.
Absolutely. You'll have to send us the details so we can get that put up here for people to follow
sure.
back. But yeah, I'm so glad to finally be on with you, man. I mean, we've heard about you for a while, and you're an avid gamer. And I got to be honest, I'm a big football fan, so I'm pretty hyped that you're here right now. And welcome.
Hey, thank you. I'm just like anybody else. I mean, the only thing I did extraordinary was obviously play at the NFL level, but outside of that, I'm just as geeky, dorky, talking about getting headshots. I mean, just on Valorant the other day, I have a good friend of mine who she helps me with my stream. She helps me with my podcast, and she goes by the name of Notorious Afro, and she's really good at Valorant. And we just went through setting up my edit for my crosshairs because I was playing with the normal crosshair, the default crosshair that was getting me murked. And I was like,
you gotta small that crosshair. You gotta make it smaller.
It's 100%. And I noticed it because I noticed the last game before we did the edit. I said, Notorious. I said, I noticed your reticle. She's like, what is a reticle? I'm like, you mean crosshairs? I'm like, yes. Anyway, crosshairs, whatever. You know, men, women, men are from Earth and Venus, women are from Venus. You know that whole book. So she didn't understand what I was saying. I said, yes, crosshair. I said, why is your crosshair bigger or smaller than mine? She said, oh, you got the default. She's like, oh my God, that was the first thing we should have done. And we did. We went into the settings. We went into the settings and made the switch over. It took about 5 minutes, and I was like, I went into deathmatch and I went into escalation. I went from having a KDA of a negative to I was positive. I was 1.0 or 1.6 because I was 19 and 8. I'm like, there we go. I was like, I know I'm a shooter, but I'm not that bad of a shooter with mouse and keyboard because I'm coming from mostly controller my entire life.
Yeah,
I'm 100% controller, but now getting into the UEL, I was like, I got to pick up some Valorant, so I've been practicing it, and I'm getting. So it's the crosshairs. Once I got the crosshair thing down, now I can see the summit. I can see the mountaintop. I'm like,
absolutely.
I feel better.
And Valorant's a good game to start getting into keyboard and mouse because even though it seems so complicated, it's actually pretty simple. And so it's a good game to get into keyboard and mouse and get you kind of comfortable with it. But I don't know if you can see the action here, but it's 3-6 right now. Your team, the Ghosts, are attacking. They're on the red side, if you can see it. And the defenders are Bandits. Right now, the Ghosts have a 2-0 lead currently in the standings of the matches. The Bandits forfeited the first one, which was NHL, and then the Ghosts took the second one, which was Wreckfest.
Hey, I'm on. This is No Skills over here.
All right, No Skills, how you doing?
You should be able to see the stream on your end, right? If you click on the next person in that lobby with you.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at it right now. It's a little fuzzy, but I'm in there.
Okay, cool. Let me see if I can tweak that on my end. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be running some podcasts here at UEL here pretty soon. So I'm thinking next time we got you out here, I might have to get an exclusive, a couple minutes on the podcast from me. I'm gonna ask. I mean, come on.
Of course. I'm a member of the UEL, so I'm on the Ghost team, and got to do it. It's something that when I got asked by Titus, and I remember the person that brought, had the conversation, Carlos, who I know who was just there with Hive Gaming. Yep. And we got to talking.
Who got spanked by the UEL, by the way? Just had to throw that in there.
And we and I talked to Carlos. He said, man, he was talking about all the adjustments that they had to do, and then how it just wasn't obviously the normal competition for them, but it just shows you that you're a pro at one thing, but how good at others? And I was talking with Titus the other day, just I say 2 days ago or yesterday or 2 days ago, and I mentioned to him, it's like I related to
left.
when I grew up as a kid. You know, video games was going on at that time. You know, it was ColecoVision, it was Atari, it was Nintendo just coming into the scene, but it wasn't like it is now. So for me, my generation was traditional sports, football, baseball, basketball, and how I got better
10
at
seconds
other
left.
sports. You know, how I got better at football is because I played baseball, I played basketball, I ran track, I was a swimmer, I played volleyball. So now I
Spike
related to
down A.
this is where you get good at a shooter. You play other shooters, you know. You play other sports games if you get better at sports games. You play other fighting games to get better at other fighting games. Or if you just play video games in general and then you cross-plat other games or other genres, you're gonna get good overall because you're gonna learn how to learn fast. You're gonna learn how to adjust what you need to do in the game, and you get it real fast. Because I remember once I fixed my crosshairs like we just did. 2 matches in, I was like with a controller in my hand now. I was comfortable. You know, I felt like normal again because now I'm not losing a one-on-one shootout in a Valorant match now. I have a confidence that I can most likely get the headshot in and get the victory.
Spike
So,
down
and
A.
that's what's so cool about the UEL too, is doing our style of gaming with the many different games. It's truly about legit skill. You have to be skilled. Ooh, and a nice kill there, taken out. So we got neutral killed Mayor right there. We got a 4-2
One
advantage
enemy
by
remaining.
the Bandits right now on defending.
Yep, I
Defending
see.
A
Yeah.
side.
Oof.
Now we got a 4-1 advantage. Bandits are starting to slowly come back now. The Ghosts were doing good, but the Bandits started coming back. I tell you what, man, like it's Valorant is a competitive match, and it's a long match. So I'm glad
Yes.
this came up early so we can actually get to see Valorant, because a lot of times when it comes up later in the matches, nobody wants to give up the time to play it.
Right.
So it's fortunate that we got it early.
Exactly, because like we were mentioning,
Spike
you know,
planted.
Valorant is a longer game format match. You know, you got 13 rounds to the victor, but it could go 12-13.
Oh,
And
hold
that
on.
12,
Not to interrupt you here. Neutral's got his
Sure,
ultimate
go ahead.
right now. Oh no, he's still got his ultimate. Is he going to be able to try to take him out? There's 3 left. He used his ultimate ability. Let's see. Oh no! Stage wall jumps up. Oh, it gets taken out. Another win by the Bandits.
There. Right, a little aggressive there, but had to be aggressive because it was not a mismatch with numbers on the field that was left alive. So definitely
Last
had to be a
round
little bit
before the
aggressive there.
switch.
Absolutely,
By
that's something you
jumping
got to
over
do.
the wall. You know,
When you're on your own like that at that point in the round, you either got to take the loss or you go ahead and pop the ultimate and just try to take it out and see if you can get that ace. I mean, he chose to try to go for the ace. He did get one, but he just got taken out by the second one. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Exactly. Sometimes that jumping up, that shot could hit, and then boom, you're like, oh my god, I just hit that shot. Like, oh wow, and now you kind of turn the momentum to your way.
Settle in here, see what we got going on. So we got them split defenders. We got 1 watching mid. We got 3 on A, and then we got 1 on B. So we got 2 on B and 3 on A. That's how they're defending right now. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, so,
Getting the movement here at Hookah. Oh, so cheesy.
It's the team captain right there.
That's right, going in. He's checking the corner. Smith's right. Oh, it gets popped. He checked the left corner instead of the right. Unfortunately, he was sitting behind that box, and Killer was able to take him out. But Neutral trades with the op and takes out player 1. 300 also with an op. Oh, he's got it. Final one. He takes out Cutters. He's going to go for another shot with the... Oh, Pops misses. The other person's got an op too. Who's going to get the op kill? Throws out the ability. Decides to reset, reposition, see if he can get a better position, a better angle on him. Gonna go pop out, but he ran away. So we're gonna switch this action over. We're gonna switch around. Let's see what we got here. PC7A. Who is? Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good job. Like once you got the shot coming out with that operator, you gotta be, you know, as a player that's being shot at, you gotta make sure you cut tail. It's unfortunate.
Oh,
It's a good move.
and another round win, tying it up for the Bandits. They have now come back from a 5-2 deficit to now be tied 6-6.
Yep, and that's what I'm talking about with that long-range format of Valorant. It's 6-6 now, and we still got to get to 13. So it's a lot of gameplay left.
Definitely, that's something you got to watch out for as well, because the Valorant, like I was saying earlier to reiterate, yeah, it's a game that it's so many rounds, and I've seen people losing 12-0 come back and win. I mean, Valorant's so wild like that. Not to mention with the attack defender thing, once you actually switch positions, you switch from attacker to defender, a lot of times it just goes completely different.
It does, because being a defender, obviously, I think to me is really easy because you kind of sit and wait and see where they come from. Attacker, you're obviously got to be aggressive, and you got to see, you got to check your corners too when you're walking into certain areas.
Yeah, defender usually has the edge because they can set their cursor to head position and just watch the doorways and try to get the kills as they pop out in the doorways. Ooh, a nice kill there by Neutral with the pistol.
Out of charges.
Oh, I think we did get a swap here. We did. Ghosts are defending now. 4-3 advantage right now. They're pushing around. Looks like they're rotating towards B.
So what is it? 3 to.
Oh, he goes and pulls that ability, but he might have done it at the wrong time. Pops out, doesn't get any kills. Oh, he misses everything. Cutters, what happened?
Oh man.
Unfortunate right there. Cutters has been putting in work, but it just wasn't enough.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, what's up?
No skills again. Sorry to interrupt everyone. I sent you another link that you were able to, did you see that in Discord?
Hold on.
Last player standing.
Yep.
Okay.
Want me to use that one?
If you use that one in a separate tab and then you just like deafen it or mute it,
30 seconds
then
left.
You should be able to see the stream in a lot
Spike
higher
planted.
Okay.
All right, 300 drops the plant right now. 2-on-1 advantage for the Bandits. Last one left here. I believe this might be Hossein. One person left for the Ghost, and he's only got 21 health. This is real dangerous. He's really got to catch these guys off guard.
Yeah, that's a
Because
little
they
bit
catch
better.
him straight up, they definitely have a big advantage to him right now. And they have a Sage. I don't know if she has any heals left, but I would imagine so. Oh, pops around. Oh, it wasn't enough. Gets taken out by 300. Attackers and Bandits win.
So now is it 7-6 or 7? Yeah, 7-6.
7-6. Bandits have a one round lead right now. I think this is going to play to a full 13. I don't see any team giving this one up.
I definitely see that. I agree with you because see, right now the teams are definitely even matched, but now it's also who has the nerves of steel and don't worry about what is left in front of them, but just try to focus on the moment of the match and get the wins there one step at a time. That's how you get to that 13 to get the victory overall.
I got to be honest. So I don't know if you're aware of this, Amon. We have this nice little feature where we do predictions in the chat with the channel points, and we're going to the first viewer to get to 250,000 channel points will be gifted a PS5 system.
Nice.
And
yes,
right
I've watched
now,
the previous streams. I've seen that before. Yeah, that is
the
fun.
current one
that.
right now is up to 62,000 bet channel points. 47K went to the Ghost, winning 76% against 24% for the Bandits. I'm not gonna lie, I put my money on the Bandits on this one, so I'm sitting pretty right now.
Right. So that means we could participate in that as well.
Absolutely, yes, and
Ooh,
it's channel
okay.
points, so it's not like real money, it's just channel points. So
right.
Yeah, everybody's
Bids
eligible except for basically everybody's eligible except for like the one that's running it, because obviously if they know.
Exactly. That's fair enough.
Spike down B.
Oh, big headshot right there.
So anybody that's new to this stream that is checking it out, keep that in mind. Those channel point predictions, 250K channel points will gift you a PS5. So watch all of our streams whenever we're streaming and try to get those. We only do predictions during the actual matches.
One
but you can
enemy
still
remaining.
gain channel points by watching, or even if you're in the middle of something, you can just have it up on another tab, just set to the side, kind of viewing it at your leisure while you're playing a game on another monitor. That's how I do it, and so that way you're always got something, and help to support the stream, because we love this league and we love putting this out for you guys, and I gotta be honest, I mean this place has been a gift to me. I mean I spent my whole life loving video games, and yeah, once we got online play was huge, because for years we had to play LAN parties, and Amon, you're older guy like me, so you totally understand that, I'm sure. And so now and with the online was great, but there's just something so special about being able to actually in person in a big setting like this play in tournaments, stuff like that. It's so unique and so special. I think it's one of the biggest things in the video game world, and we want to make this league one of the biggest things in the video game world.
No, I hear you. I mean, it's something, like you said, we didn't have the technology back then to have online competition, to have in-person competition where it was good. The quality of PCs and consoles that we have, like the PCs that are out there and the PlayStation 5 now and the Xbox Series X, yes, it's just a whole nother level, and now we get to enjoy it, basically.
Yeah, I noticed that nice gold Gears rifle behind you on the right there when we saw you earlier, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's that's probably my, in terms of campaign game, like that's my favorite storyline of Gears. But then the online play, when that started back a few years ago, I was like, man, I was just impressed because of the movement.
It's a little rough.
It's a little rough, but the movement is completely different from the normal FPS shooter online competition. So that movement, the wall bouncing that you have to really, master to help you on that map, those maps is something good, and I can't wait. I've done a little bit myself, so whenever I'm in town and I spin that wheel and that game comes up, I'll be excited for that and Infinite to pop up on the fan wheel or the game wheel.
So it sounded like we had another guest commentator in the form of a dog barking back there. So what's the dog's name? I think the chat's they're like, who's the dog?
Right. So I got two dogs actually, and they're both the same breed, same family that we got from southern Wisconsin. It is Apollo is the oldest dog, and then Ace is the younger one. They're both English Mastiffs, big boys. They'll come running down here from time to time.
Couple of linemen right there.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. If they were full grown, they pretty much like another grown me walking around the house.
So it looks like the ghost pulled this one back a little bit. Am I accurate in that? Let me see. Yeah, Ghost were able to take a round there, so they got back to a one round lead currently. So we're excited to see you come out and play, and I want to know what your sports skills are like, man. Are you a shooter? You got some sports skills for us? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, off the field, of course.
Of course, yeah, of course. So my games that I've been putting a lot of heavy time in is Halo Infinite and Valorant, and then for sports games right now Madden, and then another one I'm gonna start working on is either FIFA, because I've been playing Mario Striker, so the soccer kind of feel, I'm getting that down again, because I used to play it a lot a few years ago, back in FIFA 2020 during COVID. But now I've been playing it out, but you know how things come back, memory snaps back, muscle memory snaps back pretty fast. So,
that's me with that. That took a couple years off because playing online was getting a little rough and frustrating for me sometimes, and so I was like, I gotta step back from this.
It is always that online play, if it's the lag or if you're just playing against players that spam one play the whole game or whatever it is, you're like, let me take a break before I go Captain Insano over here and break my controllers, and I don't want to do that. Captain
Insano, a little bit of Adam Sandler
right
there.
Exactly.
So we got a 4-on-1 advantage right now for the Bandits. Oh, and the last one gets taken out, Luka. So that's another round for the Bandits, tying it back up again, 8-8. These guys are going neck and neck. It's definitely going to come down to final rounds. We might even get a couple sudden deaths here and have to see a couple rounds past 13 if it comes to that.
Right. Just gotta, and then last couple hits right there, just guys were looked like they were reloading, coming around, before they engaged that last little one-on-one. So they gotta make sure that reload just hold on as long as possible before somebody's at the maybe around that corner. You just gotta wait, because that's something in FPS you get all the time, always getting that kill shot. And
I'm a victim of that as well. I'm one of those guys that's been caught reloading quite a few times. It's a bad habit to break. It's very hard to break that habit.
Yeah, it's a bad habit and an empty feeling, because you're like, no, I was reloading. Why do I die then? It's one of those type of feels. I've been there a few times myself.
Yeah, in some of these games too, like Valorant, you also got to remember one bullet can kill someone. So you almost need to not even worry about the reloads as much, kind of just play as it is, and if you have to, quick switch to your secondary. I mean, because you can still get a headshot with a pistol. That's why if you're only a couple bullets down, why bother reloading? Stay focused on the action.
Exactly, and that's more of a FPS, I say, general rule, because it's the same thing in Halo, it's the same thing in Overwatch, Call of Duty. Sometimes, you know,
So you got movement and hookah here.
Yep, if you got the awareness to do it, but if not, just hold off a little bit.
Blocking sight.
1-on-3 advantage, neutral by on his own again. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna rotate? Is he gonna push in? Is he gonna try to back out and save? Let's see what he does here.
Yeah,
He did get the reload off. He's got his ability. He's got his ultimate again, just like the previous round. But I don't know if he's going to use it. Nope, he's going to get taken out by Killer, and that's it. Another round goes to the Bandits.
You know, getting down to the one-on-one is tough. You got to really move around. It can be done, but sometimes it's tough when you do it when you have a team setup that was like that for Bandits.
So what's your so that's another thing about the UEL. To reference what you were saying earlier with like learning the other games and stuff. Like it was weird for me because like I've always played certain games recreationally, and then I had some other games I didn't play that much, and then like as I learned games, I kind of realized that some of my best games are games that I did not even expect to be my best game. You know, it's
Right.
like because it's a totally different format, especially with the sports ones. Like I never really played FIFA, and now with the Volta, since we're doing FIFA Volta, I love it. I love Volta. I think it's I think it was such a smart move to go. Oh, a 5-on-1 advantage right now for the Ghost. They're putting in work. They only got one guy left. They're pushing him. The gang him up. Take him out and ace. Neutral. Did neutral just ace with the ultimate? Wow, we missed it. Oh man. We missed it. I'm sorry, chat. I missed it.
You know, I just saw it too on air, and it is pretty sweet going through the blind. They had the blind up, and it didn't quite work once it came through. That was able the player from Ghost team was able to hit the shot right there at the end to get the ace.
Yeah, neutral right there, getting an ace. That's good for them, but they're still tied. It's only a tie though. It's 9-9.
Yeah,
we got an op right here. Is he gonna go for op this time?
It's gonna go all the way to 13 here, 12-13. He's got to see who's gonna get the last win.
Absolutely. Got some abilities popped here in mid A. The question is, are they gonna push through A, or are they just distracting with the abilities and gonna rotate?
All right, so we have Ghost defending A. They have a few at A, have a few over near the B area, but now they're rotating back behind. Yeah, they're behind right now, almost flanking Bandits, so Bandits got to be careful
300
here.
going for the plant.
Spike planted.
They got the zone now with the smokes. Neutral's watching with the op, but that smoke is blocking. Smart smoke used by 300 with the brimstone. And then Sage walls up the path, blocking Neutral. He's got to be careful because the Sage is right there. If he breaks through, this could spell disaster for him. He's got to be careful. He breaks through, switches to the secondary smart move because that op quick switch is not going to be great, but he backs up. It looks like they're pushing in, though. The Sage is pushing in behind him. He's got to be careful. Got two ops up on top here in heaven. Oh, Brimstone ultimate drops and hits nobody. Wasted ultimate by Brimstone. Neutral gets a headshot. Pop off with it. Oh, another one's taken out. Going for the defuse. Oh, and he gets taken out from behind by 300. By the fire. So the fire takes him out.
Oh, the fire, yeah. He went in there just a little too aggressive, knowing that I think that's Cypher's fire right there. That does take that will kill you if you're already low on health right there.
Yeah, he should have waited on the defuse, and he should have looked for the guy. But I think the defuse might have already been at the timer. But it is what it is. They lost that round. Bandits took that one. But we're gonna start another one. We see Cheesy the Sage has an ultimate here. That's important right there. He gets another res.
Yes, it is. And then he's rolling with Sage, and so that is one that can that can take a lot of damage if you're not ready for it.
Yep, got a good healer right there. Must have a Sage always. Obviously Phoenix too, because Phoenix also has some healing abilities. It's a little self-heal right there with Phoenix, so it's good to have the Phoenix as well. Ooh, Cheesy with the ultimate pushing in. Why is he pushing? He's trying to rotate behind him. Rotating behind with the Sage. Interesting choice there.
Down B.
Cutters takes out 300.
Gone. Out of charge.
EC7 takes out Cutters. 2-on-2. They're in position to plant. They're going to drop the plant.
Nowhere to run.
Switching to defense now for the attackers. Oh, an ability shot through. He's firing the ultimate through, but nobody's been hit. A nice heal by Cheesy to his teammate. Pushing in from Hookah. Who's going to get the shot first? Who's going to pop off first? Founds him, hits him in the corner, takes the headshot, takes him out, quickly reloads. Unnecessary reload, but it goes, fires the shot so close, he takes him out with the headshot. Now he just got to defuse in time. Well played by Cheesy with the backwards rotation going around in the spawn to manage to pull the fuse, and he's going to let his teammate do the other fuse. Oh, good sportsmanship right there.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, like right there, was that rotation. You got to be aware of it. You know how that once you get a call out from one of your teammates, that it kind of gives you a picture of how the area is set up and how it's being defended. Then you can know how to rotate in there the right way, and then you hit your shot. And make sure you hit your shots when you get in there.
Absolutely, and because it worked successfully, it also showed and let everybody know, hey, nobody's pushing the other side because I was able to rotate all the way around and did not see anybody. So they pretty much were able to pinch in. Unfortunately, they did get in. The attackers were able to lock down defense, and they basically had to switch from attacker to defense when they planted the bomb. But it worked out well for him, and he still has his ultimate, did not have to use it. So it's nice that he was able to get through that round and save that revive for a more crucial point.
That's definitely crucial to bank that for one more round, because then along with whatever other with his E and with his C and Q that could probably come up before the next round, is just having all that extra stuff to go.
Goes around the basket, pops around the corner, gets a headshot. Nice. Defenders win. Ooh, easy round right there for the Ghosts. Taking the lead 11-10. That was a quick round.
Right, this is a nice little back and forth. We don't know which way it's going to go, but right now it's in Ghost team's advantage.
Ghosts are up 2-0 right now in the matches. We've already hit below the 3-hour mark, so 1 hour is gone, and we're 2.5 matches in. Burning a lot of time tonight, but at least they're leading. This is not good for the Bandits right now, but they might be able to turn around and come this back. Let's see which direction they're going to take with the push here.
Over to B.
Neutral gets a kill back. Oh, nice movement by Neutral, be able to pull back when he knew he was out. He gets another kill through the smoke. Oh, but he gets popped through the smoke. Enemy is able to get a lucky shot through that smoke. Smart play by Neutral. He got the shot. He saw too many people and backed out quickly.
Yeah, definitely. I always let my players know at Lakeland that if you see that smoke up, just sometimes throw a shot in there. You never know what you're going to hit.
Killed by the freeze of Oh So Cheesy's Sage. Killed by the freeze. That's unfortunate. But then the revive right there by Cheesy. See? That's when that revive comes in advantage. Now it's a 3-on-1 advantage. He's rotated around. Are they going to catch him? No, he's going to catch him. He catches him while he's reloading. You got to watch the reload, but then the teammate hops out and finishes it off. Another round win for the Ghosts. 2-round advantage. If they win this next round, it's over.
It is over. Got a little distance between us. I call it insurance now, having that 2-game advantage in the round of this is match point. So we'll see where Ghost can take it from here. Get the win plus possibly, or will it go to the next round?
Yep, they're trying to take my channel points away from me. Looks like he looks like he's getting ready to set a wall for Sage, but it looks like they're rotating all towards B. I wonder if they're going to catch that or no. Nope, they're not going to catch it in time. They're pushing hard hookah. They pop a radar dart, so they're going to be able to turn around the corner. Oh, he goes to pull out the ability for Brimstone, but it was too late. Player one pushes in. He gets a double kill right there in hookah. Nice job by player one. Nice aggressive push right there. You got to be careful, walk around. Oh, the wall comes up just in time when he throws his ability to blind him. Very unfortunate for Cutters there. Smart play by Cheesy though with the save. Sometimes you get lucky with those plays. Pulls around. Oh, and I'll stick for a second there. Cutters gets killed. Cross down, he gets taken out by Killer. 1-on-2.
Spike planted.
Cheesy on his own, rotating around. They got the plan. He's going to be able to take him out. He sees him, he spots him, gets a headshot. One left. 1-on-1. Killer's not moving. He catches him. He's going to get it. No, Killer gets him. Attackers win.
Man, it could have went either way, and he just Killer just gets the shot in right before Cheesy can finish him off.
Yeah, Valorant's so crucial like that. It's like literally the slightest split second can change everything.
Yes, it can. So right now it's 11-12, still in Ghost's advantage, but still it's not over yet.
Do we see they're covering? They spread out defensively over everywhere, but we can clearly see what side that they're planning to attack and push from the spectator end.
Yep. Pushing hard A here.
Stone dropping some smokes. Popping some smokes out here.
Last player standing.
Oh, an aggressive push by
Spike down
Neutral
A.
takes out 300. but Killer trades and takes out Cutters. 4-on-1, man, that push did not work out the way they planned it. Killer gets a kill on neutral. Killer's on his own now. He's going to be able to pull it out. They're descending on him from all angles.
They're squeezing. They squeezing in.
Off on the corner, gets around, gets popped by Killer.
Lower that recticle. Oh, it was a little high, but
and it's
was able
over.
to hit
Ghost
it in the head. Yep, good job, Team Ghost. I was worried there. The reticle looked a little high for a headshot, but he was able to get it down low enough to get the headshot and get the victory there.
I hope you're ready for this, Amon, because you're about to meet the Reverend here.
Uh-oh, who's the...
Oh, you're going to find out who the Reverend is here in a second.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
He's a strapping pain in the butt that likes to go in here and read the rules from the UEL Bible. So, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
Okay.
'Tis I, the Rev. What match do we have on the wheel here? The Knight of the Fort.
I love it.
We will rotate to the shooters. Welcome, Amon Green.
Thank you.
To the UEL religion.
Okay, I like it already.
We're over here. We're going to consult. Look, as you see, we consult the UEL Bible.
Other way.
As
There
you
you
see
go,
here.
other
Oh,
way.
yeah. Hold on.
Other way.
The
There
UEL
it
Bible
is.
right here, ladies and gentlemen. What we call the New
Okay.
Testament, the revised rules of the Old Testament.
Okay. And rules are important. We gotta have them. If not, there's chaos, or a lot of people that it gets frustrated.
This game will be a game of the Knights of the Fort. It is a 3v3 Zone Wars match. Takes place in a custom lobby, 3v3 best of 3. They will set up the match, but that is it. That is very simple. And we're going to go to all the people in the chat. All the people in the chat, please for me, bow your heads and type in the chat, can I get a GG?
Can I get a GG?
Can I get a GG? The Reverend speaks.
GG. You get a
GG's, chat. GG's.
GG's. You can,
So,
yeah.
you're finally getting a chance to meet the Rev. How do you feel? It's an honor and a privilege for you, I know.
I love it. I love the personalities. All
Yes, sir. Yes,
casting for UEL is great. It's great fun. I could tell you're having fun.
And we love having you here to enjoy it with us.
Man.
Amon, I mean, I can't wait to have you here in person and be able to, maybe school you in some Madden, Don't spit your water out while you're drinking when I tell you that, I want to. But, I say Madden not actually on the field because I know we probably both fall apart physically at this point. Maybe not. Maybe you'll just completely crush me,
Hamstring. Yeah, I just got 1.5 hamstring right now. So, yeah, you're right with that one. We will literally fall apart.
I think my back would fall apart, but we're gonna reference back over.
Okay.
We already got the GGs from the chat, so we're going to switch back over and we're going to rotate over to see what players are eligible for this match here.
So we got neutral. Is that Jackson? G-licious.
Yeah, it's Hosian is who that is. Yeah, Hosian is confusing.
Cheesy.
We got a couple of those guys got those names that nobody can figure out.
Oh, gotcha. Vela. Is it Vel? I can't see all the letters. Vel. Okay. And then for Bandits, who we have? Oh, we got a lot of players. Raven, player 1. Milk Zulu or Zulu?
Neutral and Cheesy.
Okay. Got it. I love Cheesy. Love the names. Great names in here. I love the gamer tag names. They're awesome. I had someone.
All right. And then for the Bandit side, we're going to have 300 Milk Zolo and Raven.
Ooh, is this builds? Is builds in here?
I'm sorry?
Is there
yes,
builds
build
in
is
this?
available.
Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
Build is available.
Okay.
So I'm back. Lockdown's back. I know we were joined by the Reverend here.
I love it.
Me and him personally don't get along. I don't know if you know that of mine. I'm not a big fan of the Reverend. I don't think he likes me either. Some people speculate
right
of his identity, but nothing has been confirmed who's actually the Reverend. Maybe one day we'll find out. Maybe we'll get I think we should do a poll and predictions in the chat to find out who the Reverend is. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and just do predictions on the match. So it's a Fortnite match here, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost, Vale, Neutral, and Cheesy versus Bandits, 300 Milk Zoe, and Raven. So everybody put your in predictions. Let's see who you think's going to take it.
Ooh, let me see. So how do I do this?
They're gonna reset the predictions here shortly. They haven't. This is the submissions from the last one. TLG just got to come over here and confirm the winnings to the people that chose the ghosts.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, ghost took it. So unfortunately means I lost some points. Can't believe they did that to me. So the submissions are closed on the previous match. We get the new submissions up here while the setup timer runs down.
All right.
Somebody in the chat speculates that Amon Green is the Reverend. Well,
the
fortunately, the Reverend and Amon are on screen at the same time, so I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, that can't happen.
So the predictions is up, ladies and gentlemen. Put your predictions in. 5-minute timer. Put in your predictions. Who's going to take it? Ghosts or the Bandits? Let's see who we got here. Veil, neutral, cheesy. Oh, man. I want to bet the Ghost, but if everybody bets the Ghost, I ain't going to get no return. You know? Like, let's see what we got here.
I just got to type in the team I want. That team I betted on. Excuse me. Right?
Yeah, you just go to the prediction thing on the back. No, you just go to predictions on the bottom, but the bits on the next to the chat. You click that, and then it brings up the bits, the prediction. And then you select by pressing either 10, if you want to do just 10, or you press the little pencil, and you can actually type in how much points of your channel points that you can use to bet.
Got it.
And then you get it shows the return values after you when you bring it up as well. It shows right now for the Ghost it's 115 is the return, and for Bandits it's 13. Now 156 for the Bandits.
Got it. I think I did it right. I don't know. We'll find out.
Find out. So we got a shooter up here.
I'm a
Get to see a shooter now. That's all right. You know, everybody was rookie at some point, even you.
Exactly. I've been a rookie a lot of years. But yeah, shooter, and that's why I asked about no builds, because obviously I'm not the greatest builder at Fortnite. And this is a game that on the scale of 1 to 5, I remember Cheesy, our team captain, had it in the chat about a week ago, said basically what is your 1 to 5 ratio, 1 being not so good game and then 5 being a very efficient good at the game. So my Fortnite, I was probably like somewhat, so I was about at a 3 because I'm not a great builder, but I am a fan. I look at myself as a pretty good shooter. So I tell my nephew, who I play with at Fortnite a lot, I say, hey, you build, I shoot. And it works out well.
That's me and my son. Same thing. I tell my son to just shoot, and I just handle the building and the rest of it.
Exactly.
Mine's a little opposite though.
Yeah, you do the gazebo building, and I will knock them out with the headshots. That's it, bro, nephew. That's how you do it.
Yeah, they're cutting it out. Probably the wireless. All right. So getting the lobby set up here, we'll be able to spectate and watch this one.
So I like how I noticed the clock set up. So what is there any rules for if you're not ready within that time?
Yeah, there's a setup timer. Sometimes if the timer goes past and it's a technical issue, then they don't get penalized for it. But if they are not ready in time by the setup timer and it's one team's fault, they can be penalized for it. And one of the penalties can be like they choose who the other team puts in for the next match, which could be a crucial penalty. Or if it's a real bad one, I think sometimes they even go as far as docking a point if it's a real bad one.
Oh, so that is crucial. So if I heard you right, the opposing team can pick a player for you.
Yeah, as a penalty. But if you run out of time, if you run out of time, you also can use one of your timeouts. That's kind of what the timeouts are for. But at the same time, a lot of times you want to save those timeouts for later, so that way you can save some time at the end of the match to be able to get some more matches played if you're like down and losing.
I got it. So yeah, this world, you got to get efficient.
Even if you use a timeout, it's still kind of a penalty to you because you lose a timeout.
Exactly. Is it timeouts? I don't care what you're playing. Football, baseball. Well, baseball don't have timeouts. They do, but they don't really count like in football. But timeouts are important. Got to be wise with them.
Yep. And that's what we love about the UEL is like the way we do our wheel with the strategies and the teams and the rotations of who's available and stuff like that. Is we're not just playing a game. We throw real strategy, and it shows that you got to be real good at games, but you also got to be smart. You got to pay attention. You got to focus. It's not about just grabbing a controller and shooting people. That's why we use the term end gamers. That's kind of our thing. Is kind of saying we're end gamers, meaning they're like the end all. Like we will take on anybody. We will challenge anybody. Like we play everything.
And that was a question I wanted to ask someone, if it was Tristan or if it was Titus or like yourself, like you just explained. I'm like, where did the end gamer side of the title come from? And that now it makes sense because that's something I definitely. What's so funny? I told this to Titus the other day. I was like, I've been like this. Like I said, I related to sports. It just goes back to that relation of I played other sports to make my other sports better. So I played other video games, and I realized the continuity of that. And then I'll be like, hey, bro, amongst my friends, I'll be like, what up? Let's go. Let's get on that Madden. Let's get on that 2K. Let me bash your head in real quick.
Yes,
with
sir.
my college buddy. And it's funny, I got college buddies, and I'm 45, so college for us was 30 years ago, 25 years ago, and within the last 5 to 10 years, I beat the guys I couldn't beat in college. I'm like, yes, thank you. I finally beat you. It took me 20 years, but I got it. I got the win in Madden or in Tekken or in Street Fighter. I'm like, yes, I beat you, Tony. I beat you, Jay Sims. Finally, they're like, man, yeah, you got pretty good.
I'm ready.
It took you 20 years, but you know what? I'll take it. I will take it. It still feels good like we are freshmen in college again. Oh,
absolutely, man. Yeah. I mean, that's what's so cool about video games is it's kind of it's like it's living a dream, living a fantasy virtually. To where it's like if you win that Madden game, like you got to experience it in real life, but for a lot of us, we don't get to experience that. So that's why video games are so huge to us. Just like the same with watching good TV shows and things like that. It's putting us into that fantasy world, and everybody loves to win, and here at Endgamers, we love to win.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be here if you didn't love to win. You wouldn't be playing in this league. You wouldn't be on a team in all the teams that are in this league. You wouldn't be here if you didn't love to win or have competition. People don't just give you stuff here. You got to earn it. Oh, that's what I love about it. Watching the last few streams myself.
Right. So we got the match starting up here. Ghost versus Bandits. We able to spectate this match. You confident in your Ghost? You think they're going to take this one?
Yeah, I'm confident. I haven't, even though I haven't seen them in the Fortnite match yet. I've seen everything but Fortnite recently.
Hey, we're going
in the last few streams I watched when I was lurking. But very confident because I see our practice schedule and I see guys putting the hours in, so I know that we're putting time in on games. And if it's not Fortnite, it's Call of Duty, it's Splitgate. That means no matter what, if you're playing a shooter, you're good because shooting is shooting. Shooting doesn't change game to game. All other than Gears of War, it's a little type of technique you have to bring to it. But outside of that, shooting is shooting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's what I say. Other than the building.
Yeah.
Other than the building, you can have that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the cool thing about Fortnite too is they added the no build mode now for the people. They added like the speed and the climbing feature of the jump, so that way you actually are fortunate enough to, like, if you're not a builder, you can play the no build and actually have a chance. Of course, there's little techniques for it that I've picked up. If you're playing the no build, you got to be smart and you got to use, since you have the no build, you got to use like the shockwave grenades so you can launch yourself, stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't got good at that, but I'm definitely happy that there's no building. I probably have online wins now for no builds. I probably at least 8, which for my build games, maybe 1.
Now in Fortnite in the Zone Wars, not to cut you off, but in Fortnite in the Zone Wars, they use they use like the current weapon stuff right here, and they use the current stuff, so that's why you see they got a porta fort up there. And they put pads on. Man, that porta, that's an epic porta fort right there. Like, they really put. I mean, like, the Ghost build like a fortress very quickly right there. That's intense.
Oh wow, that is intense, and that was a lot of building very fast.
I think they use some porta forts and stuff there.
Is that intense or in fort?
That's a porta fort.
Yeah, but it's not intense. It's in fort.
In fort.
Yes.
In fort.
In fort. What's that mean? What's in fort?
It's not a wigwam or a teepee.
Oh.
Never mind.
No Skills likes to be technical sometimes.
Hey, that's me sometimes, for real though. If you get into Madden, I get real techie. I get real techie.
Trying to figure out how to switch players here, but it's not really. What the hell?
Oh, PC as a spectator, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm using wireless over here trying to control the spectate, but it looks like we got the Ghost side right over here. It looks like they might have an edge, but I don't have any control over here.
We got.
Well, there you go. I can mouse it.
Yeah, sorry.
But don't need to for the first round because the ghost takes
It's
it.
over. It's over.
That was
went,
easy sweep by the
that was,
way.
yeah, I was gonna say
They
that
had
went
that
pretty
fort.
fast right there. They had
They
that
got it.
that fort that you talked about up,
Yep.
and I've never seen that until now. So that is definitely
pick it up.
something that I gotta call my nephew. Be like, hey nephew, you see this thing here? You
Yeah.
need to build that. We
If you
need that
play
in our
the
life.
no build and stuff like that, or even the build, there is the portafort. It's a little round ball that
probably
you
pick up that
find, you
fort.
pick it up, and when you throw it, it creates that
pops
fort
up.
automatically.
Depends if it pops
So you
up.
don't have to build it. So if you're not a builder and you find a portafort, you have to get your nephew to show you how to do that, so that way you'll be able to get that. That's pretty cool.
I'm not gonna.
Man.
Sniper.
Man, they got all these little tricks of the trade stuff. Man, I love learning. This is why I love learning stuff, because now like that evens the playing field right there for me. That's gangster right there.
Absolutely, and that's what's so cool about the UEL. Even though we're on different teams, we're always helping each other get better. So that way, that's why we say we'll take on any comers, because our all-star teams will take any challenge.
Oh man, I can't imagine what an all-star team looks like out of the UEL.
Beat the Hive 15-5, so.
I saw that. Yeah, I heard about that. I saw some of the games. I heard of it. I heard about the games too. It's round 2 here. No Ghosts and Bandits.
All right, it looks like
going at
Cheesy. Did Cheesy get sniped right off of that, or is it just? Ooh. No, he's still there. It's just some of the people's life.
He is there. Yeah, he's still there.
Top, but yeah, it's still there. Not a lot of forward pushing right here. Cheesy's trying to push. He wants to be aggressive, but I think he's being careful. He doesn't want to get 3v1, but you can see he clearly wants to push. His team's just sitting up top firing shots, trying to get that snipe shot to knock somebody.
You know, you got to be patient. You got to pick your battles. Basically, that's one thing I know about shooters. Pick your
2 people are
battles.
down for the Bandits right now.
Yep. because
Ghost
if
might
you
have
go
an
too
easy
aggressive-
win.
If you go too aggressive, then yeah, that's when a good player loses out.
Oh, and that's it. That's over. Nice 2 quick rounds for the Ghost. Man, that was rough.
Man.
Woo,
And
nice
they're
sweep.
going to-
Ghost gonna take another win there. So is that gonna be 4-0?
Right
First
now,
to 4?
yes, it is.
Yeah, they won the first.
Let's try one more. Want to try one more?
It's best of 3 now. First of 4 wins. Oh, okay.
We are getting shit.
Okay.
Apologies. New Testament says first of 4
Now I got
wins.
something. Fuck.
Oh. I
Combat-
love the
combat
Bible
SMG.
references here. I love it. Oh man, we had
You see it says
no,
forward, so there's to
America.
the right, to the right.
Is that you two? America.
Captain America, that's me.
I
That was
watched one.
that was 4th of July lockdown. He was
Right.
4th
I
of
watched
July
it.
lockdown was already a couple drinks in. So Not
that's
really.
what it
That was a
was.
joke,
That's what it was. I could tell you was having a good time, but I remember seeing that when I pulled up on the stream. I was like, my man is stressed up. He has a full costume on. He is in character.
yes, sir.
I love it. He said, his name is America. Oh man, take the A off with the Merica. It's like nice. Oh, we got round 3 here between Bandits and Ghosts, banging it out.
So it's first to 4. First to 4 wins the way they did it on the New Testament. They revised it because they noticed the Fortnite matches are pretty quick, so they wanted to make it a little bit more competitive. Because in a game like Fortnite, it sometimes, I mean, it can take you can die very quickly to unfortunate circumstances.
Correct.
And I think
Correct.
shooters should always be that way anyway. Just a one-up for shooters is not accurate to actual skill.
I'm reloading.
You know.
No,
Sometimes
no, you
bad
got-
situations happen. Right now, you can see the Ghosts are down to 1 person.
Yeah, they go
Completely
back.
the other direction now. Now the Ghosts are the ones that are in
Right down to
trouble,
me
and the
down.
Bandits take a win. See, this is why you got to have multiple rounds, because this is going to make it more competitive, make it more
Yeah.
challenging.
Yeah,
100%. So make sure you keep your focus a little. Like it makes you keep your focus a little
get the
longer.
bolts
And make sure you hit your shots, because if you don't hit your shots, then you're gonna miss them, and that's not good.
Absolutely.
First of all,
Good at all.
All right, we're going to hop in here when we get a spectator.
Oh, this is the gun I use. Yeah, me too.
alright,
too.
so we good?
So the storm is already like it doesn't really affect anything. It's more
no,
just
wait,
the
I just dropped
building,
my gun.
and then obviously you're shooting. You gotta make sure you hit those shots.
Yeah.
No, here it is.
Sorry, the spectator takes a second because spectators
How
got
do we
to
switch
drop
to
down
material,
here and then load in.
To the circle and to the left in the
Get that
D-pad.
food. All right, so check in, see what's going on.
Here we go.
There we go.
All right, we see the ghost here building up.
But keep pressure on him.
He's trying to build and protect here. Bandits firing shots.
Pressure on him. Pressure on him.
Everybody just trying to shred through the builds.
I'm running out of bullets, guys.
Yeah, you knock those builds down real fast with a powerful weapon, then obviously those guys are, I say, unsafe. They have nothing protecting them.
See, here's the one thing that's weird for me. You see, we're watching PC7 right here, which is one of the bandits. No
Correct.
close range weapons.
Oh yeah. No,
He's got a burst, and then he's got a bunch of heals and a grapple gun. Yeah, he can move around, but you have no shotgun, you have no close range. So if they push close range, they're going to have the edge against the bandits. And he's got a see this player right here, smart. He's got a rifle, a shotgun, and a DMR. He's got range and close
Hit him
range.
for 21. Hit him for 21 again.
Yeah, well, I say right now, it looks like
by the
they've
way.
mostly been at range. So you're definitely right. If it does come where they do push into their area, they have that
Ghosts are
shotgun
going to have the edge.
will do some damage.
And seeing that, if the ghosts only knew that, see, they don't know that because they can't see what we see. But if the ghosts knew that, they should be pushing every round because they're going to get the edge immediately. See, he pushes in, pops a shotgun shot. He's just using a rifle, so it's not going to be not He's going to drop him.
Yep, there it was.
If only the ghosts knew that from the start, they could have just pushed immediately.
Exactly. There's
That's
the
it.
win.
Finished. That's another win for the ghosts. That brings it to 3 wins. So one more win, and the ghosts will take it.
Yep. And to your point, it was it got close there. It got close quarters.
Yeah.
And that shotgun came in handy for the ghost players.
And that's also where the ghosts need to pay attention. Because if they're paying attention and they notice that, then they would know, oh, wait a minute. They don't have close range weapons. We should be pushing immediately, push with building, and then get up close and shotgun them to death, and you'll end it quick.
So I guess we fought it.
Because I know shotgun and shooters are people's nightmares. People do not like the shotty in any shooter game, especially like Halo.
Okay.
As well.
We got
It is not fun to look at.
breaking news right there. The Bandits just decided to forfeit that last round and end it now
Really?
so they can just move on to the next game. They knew they didn't have it.
All right, here we go. The spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Let's see what we got here.
Forza.
First racing
Ooh.
game today. This will be
Yeah.
interesting. I wonder who the teams are going to choose.
Man, this is a game I started playing once I got drafted, and I played it before in the past and more casually, if anything. But that simulation driving is a little bit different from that Mario Kart or Crash Kart driving games. It has a little bit more serious, and you got to know how to brake around them corners. Uh-oh, the Reverend's back. I love it.
Welcome, children. Welcome.
I loved it.
We all gathered here today at the so far destruction and decimation of the Bandits. It's been a rough time for the Bandits so far, but we will have to just calm our nerves and reset and go to the next race. It's going to be a Forza, a race, the next match right here. Forza. It is a race game. That's right. There was a 1v1 game. 5-lap race. It is a circuit race, and they will rock, paper, scissors for selection. All cars are legal and eligible. So this comes a time where everybody has to be smart and win their rock, paper, scissors for map choice and then choose the best vehicle, which means if you do not have experience with Forza, you will most likely select wrong and you will lose.
Exactly.
Fortunately, I believe both teams have somebody for this. But as always, chat, it's time for me to wrap it up here for the Rev. Thank you for joining us, Aman. And the Rev says to all the chats, can I get a GG?
You can get a GG, Rev.
Man, hopefully the Rev doesn't scare you out, Aman. You know, the Rev can be an intense character sometimes. He's a little hard to deal with, you know.
Nah, there's very few things that I'm afraid of and fear on this planet, and the Rev is not one, so I'm good. I'm good.
Spoken like a true Hall of Famer right there. Spoken like a legend right there.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so we see who's available right here. So this is the rotation, the grade out of the people that are not available. So it looks like it automatically has to be player 1 versus Hostion. Fortunately, with Forza, as you know, with teams, they have coaches. So since they have coaches, that gives them the ability for the coach to be close in and communicate with the other players to let them know, hey, this is what's going on. This is where we're at.
Right.
And it has to be these guys here, so that way it's good for the coach to be able to coach them through this race and kind of let them know, hey, we're going to do this track. Hey, pick this car. Hey, you want to do this. You want to take this turn like this. So this is one of those few games to where the coaching is very, very crucial. Now, the coaching is always crucial, but I think in a lot of cases like this, it's even more so in games like a racing game or like Pokemon and stuff like that. So even though the player that's in might not be a racer, they got good coaching behind them that's going to be able to support them.
Yeah, and all the player needs to do is take the instructions and do that. Don't think a whole lot. Just react to what the coach is saying, and it makes the race a lot easier for them.
Somebody in the chat said player 1's going to play the racing game with the fighter joystick. Hey, you could. You totally could.
Like. That's what it looked like to me.
Hey! Don't be talking crap about lockdown in the chat. I see you in there.
We got a little trash talking going on.
Oh yeah, they're all afraid. They're all afraid of me. You know, they can't take my energy. It's too much to handle.
No. I've been around folks like yourself, and it can get intense sometimes. It can get intense.
Unfortunately, when I'm on the microphone, I'm a very intense character, and I love to talk some trash. You know, that's what we're all here for. It's just friendly trash talking. You know, we're competitive here. You know, and there's nothing better than when you beat somebody that's trash talking. So I just like to say that. I'm talking trash, but it's also helping other people as well. Because if they beat me, then they just get that good feeling. And if they don't beat me, they're just gonna have to hear me talk about it for a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was raised in the world of the non-trash talking household, so because I played a game called football, and anybody at any moment could get blown up. So my brother said, and my dad was like, "Do not trash talk." Because you can get lit up at any time. So that doesn't come natural to me. But for gaming, it depends on the setting. If it's like my college buddies that I mentioned earlier, or my high school friends that we play Tecmo Bowl all the time. Now I could trash talk to them because I remember
some Tecmo. I remember some Tecmo. That was awesome.
So when you're around people you know, and you've probably been around the people you know in that area, in the studio there right now very well. So you can let loose a little bit. And they understand it's all coming from a good place as well. So, but it's fun to trash talk when you can get some good one-liners out. That makes it. That really puts the icing on the cake right there.
That's what I loved about football too. That's why I always hated when some of the defensive players get a bad rap for trash talking. I'm like they're a defensive player. Like they're supposed to trash talk. They're supposed to throw the offense off their game. That's just football, baby.
Yeah, that was I'd say for my world that I used to live in. That was Warren Sapp. That was a part of his game. That's part of the reason he's in the NFL Hall of Fame now, because of the trash talking he try to do to Brett Favre and myself, and
he's a big character. That guy.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I watch him on podcasts and all kinds of stuff. He's hilarious.
He tried to get me a couple. He tried to get in my head sometime with the trash talking, and I just looked at him and said, "Hey, Warren, it doesn't work this way, homie. So just keep talking to number 4. And Brett, you get over here. Stop listening to him. It's just words. Don't stop throwing the ball into double coverage, man. Okay? Stop doing that."
Hey, Brett Favre, one of the greatest to do it, man. But he was also one of the greatest to get interceptions.
Yeah, he was the most with that record too. He has pretty much he did. He still has that record and probably will hold it for a long time. Unfortunately.
He's just the Wrangler guy now, isn't he? Is it Wrangler or Levi or whatever?
What's the toothpaste thing? Isodyne for your teeth. The toothpaste Isodyne or something like that. He does all type of stuff. I ain't mad at him either.
I bet he can still go out there and play though. He can probably still go play today.
Man, he'll throw a ball through a brick wall right now. That boy
I know
could
it.
throw the rock. He could throw the rock.
All right, we got this racing game here. The map has been chosen. The race has been set up, and we are getting going. The racing games have a lot of like actual specific car settings and stuff like that. So it takes a bit for them to put all that stuff in because you got track lines and vehicle assist and braking and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff they have to like put in the rules to specify to make sure it's accurate.
Okay, so
we're gonna get this race started here.
Do they take the track lines and the car assist off? Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, I kind of
So I mean, so I can give you the rundown since you're here of how it works. Since you're on stream, since you're not here as much as us, but they have they got to do. There's no AI drivers. It's just one-on-one.
Of course.
And so when you go to the assist, it's like suggested line off, braking ABS on, steering normal, traction control is on, stability control is off, shifting is auto, damage, fuel, tire wear, simulation, rewinds off, friction assist off, collision assist off, track limits off, and the track limit style is ribbon. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into the racing games.
Correct.
That's because one thing can very easily cause an advantage.
Exactly, because I know the racing line, the assist line that tells you where the turn, when the turn is coming up, all that is very helpful in the beginning stages when you're doing a racing game like Forza because it's real life simulation. And so that's what I've been kind of practicing on now. And I kind of told myself, I'm pretty sure it's not like this in competition play.
ELG at. Tell him get to work. Last one was Ghost. Taking quite a long time here. Let's get this match started. Let's get this race started.
Well, you gotta remember, you mentioned a long list of disabled or enabled options to do. And
yep, absolutely.
The only easy part is what they're doing now, picking the vehicles. That's the easy part. Which car
so this point right here, if predictions are up, 5 minutes to put in your predictions. Who do you think is going to take this one? Are the Bandits going to get their first win of the match today, or are the Ghosts just going to take this and run?
I
feel like the Bandits might be able to take this one today. It's hard to say. I think this one's going to be a little bit of a toss-up, though, to be honest. We'll find out who's top and who's bottom here shortly, hopefully. All right, and we're off.
We're rolling.
It just looked like he went for the Formula One car. Oh, it's some action right off the bat. Tries to spin him out and spins himself out. That didn't work well. Question is, who was that? Was that player one or was that Hosian? But and then he hits the wall. So the other person, if he can regain control, he has a chance to take the position back. He gets in front of these guys. Are all over the place.
And this is what I said about the simulation, man. This is real life, close to real life driving. IndyCar, NASCAR, that's out there. So that control, you have to be real timid on how you hit that. If it's a, L1 or the trigger on that controller, you gotta be timid. And I say,
he just drifted. The corner. And that's another thing too about this. Why you got to be experienced with these racers, because if you're not experienced with these, you're really gonna. Did somebody? Oh no, I thought he DNF'd already. And he wrecks again. Yeah, if you're not an experienced racer and using Formula One cars, this is going to be rough. You're going to be wrecking all day. And the way this works with this too, if you wreck enough, you will DNF, and then the other person will get an automatic win.
Yeah, because
whoever's on the bottom really needs to be careful because he is wrecking.
Yes, he is. That the wheel's looking beat up right now, and he's been trading paint with the wall in the game so far. So right now, it's got to play it slow.
Unfortunately, I don't know who's on top and bottom. Nobody's relayed that information to me.
Yeah, if Titus or someone could let us know, that'd be great. Let us know who's top, who's bottom.
Yep, they're slacking out there. I'm gonna tell them, if you don't come out here, you're gonna get NFL Hall of Fame tackle.
Man, you talking about a tackle that's gonna hurt for a few days? That's a serious tackle.
Yep, it'll hurt both sides.
Hey, that's just not a hip check, bro. You're gonna get blowed up, as we say it in the locker room. You just got blued up. You got blued up right there. If somebody hit you so hard, you asking for your mama, and you're a grown man.
The Ghosts are bottom, Bandits are top. So as we see, the Ghosts are having a rough time here with the Rex.
Also, Ghost is bottom. Ghost is bottom.
Yeah, they're having a rough time. You see he's got some wobbling on his car already. That's not good. So he's going to lose even more control in this race. But he is catching them. He's just got to be careful if he can. He's just got to make sure he doesn't do enough damage to get taken out of the race because he's catching.
Behind him. Yeah, he's back behind him right now. So now, get around.
But he definitely has some tire damage because the turns, he's wobbling a lot. And you can still race with that, but it's going to be very hard. But fortunately, they both go to the pit at the same time. So perfect timing for the Ghost to be able to get in their pit, and they're going to be able to repair their car, and then it's going to start up. So they both pit at the same time. That's crucial because that's really going to give the Ghost a chance to make it come back in this race.
Hey, that's interesting. I didn't realize it was pitting too. Wow. Yep. Okay, so it is true to life everything, not just the racing side of it, but also getting the guys, the team, getting the tires, new tires on the vehicle, and anything they need to fix up there to get them back on the track.
Problem is now that he's got control. See, now the Ghost, Hossein, has control now of his car. So since he has control back since he did the repair and pit, but he's still got to be able to race and not get too damaged. So he does have a chance, and so the Ghosts still have a chance because that pit, fortunately, both of them took the pit at the same time. It's really giving them an edge. But then they get the dark part right here, and it's very hard to keep control in this dark part because you cannot see your car very well.
Yeah.
Ghost coming up. He takes the lead, but he's got to watch that turn. He slows down, takes the turn. The Ghosts take the lead. What a comeback from a damaged car to a pit and be able to take the lead again, but he hits the wall, but also so does the Bandits as well, rubbing paint. I can't believe the Ghost took the lead after the way that match started. That's huge.
Yeah, that going, and the biggest thing is, like you mentioned, is going around those turns. You got to hit that brake and then accelerate out of that, but you got to make sure that brake comes at the right time.
Turn there for the Bandits there, but now they got the straightaway there, so the Ghosts are really able to pull ahead. If he can take these turns right, he's going to be able to pull ahead very far, which is very good. Oh, and he takes it too fast. Doesn't slow down enough. But he's still rolling. Bandits got to take advantage of that. If he can take this turn right, but he hits the wall too a little bit as well.
Yeah, just
apologies for my coughing. You know, it's been a rough couple days. We got to watch those zones right there. Gets around pretty without trading too much paint to maintain the lead for the Ghosts. We're only 2 laps in on 5, so this is still anybody's race at this point. He takes a little bit of paint on the right side, slowing him down, putting him against the wall, and now the Bandits have a chance to overtake him. But he spins out, and the Bandits are going to be able to pull ahead. Takes the lead back.
Oh man. Get out of that spin.
At least we got an entertaining race. Some of these races are pretty boring. And is he going for the pit again? Oh man, why did he take the pit? He did take some damage there. He must have felt something off after that wall hit with his controls. So even though he knew he was probably going to get a big drop, he obviously felt something wrong with the controls because of the damage and knew he had to pit. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, you can't win a race if you can't control. And look what happened. Player 1 hits the wall, giving him a chance to kind of get himself back in this race. And Player 1 might take damage, and then he's forced to go into the pit later, which Ghost can overtake. So in these races, these are long laps. I mean, you got to be smart. And even though he took a pit and the Bandits didn't, it might have been the right call. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Yep, that dark room right now are going through the tunnel, and that bash into the wall may give Ghost a little ground to catch up, but he has a little ways to go.
That's another thing somebody's put in the chat, which I think is interesting. I didn't even think about that. If gas does play a factor, if the Bandits don't pit, they could possibly run out of gas, I believe.
It's real life simulation, so that is part of it. So you gotta be cognizant of making sure where your gas level's at, where your tire damage is at, and everything else.
If that is accurate, Hydro Burner in the chat with the accurate prediction. If that is an accurate aspect, he might have pulled something out. Oh, it doesn't play a factor? Oh, that's F1. Okay. So the gas doesn't play a factor. That's more of an F1 race. Okay.
Got it. So
got some
F1
similarities
is
between the two, so sometimes you got to clarify, you know.
Got it. Yeah, of course. 100%.
Thank you for the adjustment on that, Polo. But you see now, look, he's catching up to him now. Ghost get a chance to possibly overtake. They both take the turn slow and trade a little bit of paint, but it looks like they might be able to, Ghost might be able to finally take this one if they can keep it up. The turns are where they're going to have to do it. He's going to overtake, but is that a risky pull? Nope. Bandits still holding the lead, but there's back to being competitive now. Going to take those tight turns around the cones there, or tires. Ooh, is he going to overtake him? He trades. Oh, he tries to hit him and take him off, but then he's going to watch that turn.
There's that turn right here. Get around. He got around it, no spin out the second time.
He got around and maintained and kept the lead. It's not real great racing skills, but it's competitive, and that's all that matters.
And you just got to win. It doesn't matter how it looks. It could look ugly as long as you get the victory. Now here's that turn. You got a brake on here coming out of it, or going into that, excuse me.
And rolling. Oh, tight turn there. Takes it well, though. He does slow down real slow, but he takes the turn well and be able to maintain. Let's see if the Bandits can do the same. And I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to hit the wall a little bit, slow down a little bit, but he's able to maintain somewhat.
Exactly. As long as you maintain and hit that brake at the right time, and actually be, when it's a new game, more brake than gas pedal, you'll be okay, and you'll actually get the groove and get the feel of the game as you get better, as you put more time into it.
Player one takes the dark tunnel very well. A little bit of wall hit, but takes it very well. He's got to maintain to keep up. But the Ghosts have a big commanding lead right now. If they can just maintain this lead. We are on lap 4, so there's one lap left after this. If they can maintain the lead, the Ghosts will take it.
Yep, just being
these straightaways, they got to get that gun. They got to make those turns to make up time, but then they got to hit those straightaways full speed. They can't hold back.
No, they got to hit the gas, but also, like I said, be aware of going into them turns. Hit that brake to get you out of there safely, and then accelerate as soon as you can.
You also got to make sure, even if you go too slow on turns, like right now with the Ghost, they're holding the lead. Even if they go too slow on a turn, it's much better to go way too slow than hit the wall and lose the edge. So since you're holding the lead, you can't be gunning it. You really have to play safe at this point.
Yep, got to be smart around every middle turn, left, right, hard turn, left, hairpin, all that fun stuff.
Another tight turn for the Ghost here. The dangerous turn everybody takes. Oh, and he hits it with the Ghost without hitting the wall. Has to slow down real slow, but he takes it well.
Good job there, because he's learned his lesson from previous times around that track. That hairpin turn has made him spin out and lose some ground, but now he's learned from his mistakes.
Oh, and player one hits the wall. That's going to slow them down, but that gives him enough time to pit. He's taking another pit, but that might be a smart play. He has the time, being that player one hit the wall, and I think he's going to be able to get it out in time. Is he going to be able to get out in time before player one? If he does, they're going to hold the lead. Yes, player one has to pit. Took too much damage. He had no choice but to pit. So now the Ghosts are just going to take off running. This is a nice long straightaway here. You can get high speeds. It's already up to 160. Drops down, shifts down. Try to be careful in the turn. Up to 150, 160, 170, 180. Drops down before another turn. But he's be able to get a lot of speed on that straightaway to pull ahead and widen that gap on the last lap.
Yep, coming to the break, they got the rhythm now. So right now it's just a matter of trying to make sure
don't hit the
manage
wall.
Everything every turn. Yeah, don't hit the wall and manage that turn with the brakes.
Yes, sir. At this point, Ghosts have it. They just got to maintain and make sure they don't hit. He's got to keep in mind that he should have the track pretty memorized at this point, but just in case, you got to remember, you have that track map to your bottom left, and while you're hitting those straightaways, that's your time to check the map and check and be prepared for your turns ahead of time so you know when it's coming.
Yeah, this is not no Mario Kart or no Crash Bandicoot racing.
No, sir. Yeah, CTR is way more intense.
So it looks like he's got it in rhythm right now. He's on that straightaway on the back end.
Taking the turn. The rub a little bit, but takes it well. maintaining the lead. He's got a big, strong lead here. As long as he doesn't mess up, the Ghosts are going to take this one. Looks like he's about halfway through the track, I think, now.
Yeah, dead on. He has the memory right now locked down, so he knows exactly where every turn and where he needs to start to break it, and that's the key.
The last hairpin turn before the finish, he's just got to take this one slow and steady. He's got a strong lead, so just take it slow and steady, get around. He makes it around the turn, nice. And this is the last stretch right here to the finish. And then it looks like the Ghosts are going to take this one.
Yeah, good job by him arcing out and giving him that race, that space around that turn. It's almost like in baseball, when you're rounding second, you kind of dip out a little bit so you could run almost down, make a downhill effect of you going into the turn, and then you can accelerate a lot faster, as he did there to get the victory.
Well done by the Ghost there. A smart pit choice by them too.
Yep.
They took that early pit choice at the same time when they took a lot of damage and they were behind and able to recover. That's why this is Forza and anyone has a chance. Well done by the Ghost. And we got a full rotation set for both teams. And we finally, ladies and gentlemen, we finally going to get to see a StarCraft match actually play out. Where you at, Billy, in the chat? I know you're watching.
StarCraft. I know I don't have no time on this. I've been telling myself to download this at home, so this is gonna be interesting.
If you need some training in StarCraft, me or Billy would gladly help you. However, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned with the Reverend and the Bible.
Bang, 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 bang. Bandits timeout, so we will be probably playing StarCraft before the beginning of the next beginning halftime.
Ooh, and another satisfying right there voice by No Skills to clarify that we will get a timeout, so this match will play out in halftime. So let's go and scroll until I can find the match setup that I'm looking for. And when I find it, I'll say it, but it's taking too long. But I'm going to keep on going until I find it. Wong wong.
Oh my goodness, it's too funny. I love it.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, StarCraft 2. This is an oldie, but a goodie. And we're going to go ahead and follow these rules. 20-minute build time. 20-minute build time. No more. Less if you want, but no more. Once you hit that 20-minute mark, you cannot build anymore. So at that point, you just have to fight and survive with what you have. There is no more. It is a 2v2 match. They may choose whatever they want, Terran, Protoss, or the Zerg. This is a strategy game which is built around building your forces and taking out the other team. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a GG? Can I get a GG?
Can I get a GG?
Over and out.
GG. Can I get a GG? I love it. It's hilarious. Classic. This is classic stuff right now. Classic. I'm definitely downloading StarCraft tonight.
StarCraft is a strategy game. A lot of times it doesn't play out because there's some people in the league that have real technique in StarCraft, and then many don't. So it doesn't play out a lot. Unfortunately, we haven't had too much of any StarCraft play out because a lot of teams forfeit it because it does take a lot of time, and it's also there's a couple people in the league who can really just completely wipe out everybody else.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
And we see one of our main StarCraft guys has been waiting a long time to see a StarCraft match. And I know you're in chat, Billy, so shout it up in chat because I know you're excited to finally see a StarCraft.
Billy the GOAT.
Is that? I hope not.
Excuse me for a second. I gotta take a little bathroom break. Be right back.
Yes, sir. We will just admire the scenery.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and complete the predictions right there for the last one and sell it out. Give me my points. Give me my points. I just won. Wow. I bet 1,000 and won 6K. I'll take it. Got to love them odds. Thank you for those predictions. Pro predictions. How you guys liking this match? Strong play by the Ghost so far. Guest host Amon Green out here. You gotta love it, being able to see the legend do some work, and well spoken, I'd say so far. I think he's been doing a good job. I'll have to give him his flowers when he returns. But in the meantime, the timeout should be up now, and then we'll go ahead and get moving on with the setup. Man, I mean, like, they might forfeit this one and then just go to half, but I don't know. I mean, we've had a lot of forfeits in StarCraft. I'd like to see one play out, though. I haven't been able to commentate a play-by-play StarCraft yet. I want to see it. I want to experience it. I want to laugh at somebody. I want to shame somebody. I want to go, shame! Shame for your choices. Okay, so the Ghosts have their players selected.
I'm back. All right.
Guess who's back? Back again. Amon is back.
Tell a friend.
All right. That's right. Tell a friend. And in form of telling a friend, share the stream out on the socials. Let them know that Lockdown and Amon Green are holding it down for the Bandits versus the Ghosts match tonight.
Here we go. It's going well for the Bandits right now.
So the Ghosts have selected their...
I'm sorry, for the Ghosts. Excuse me.
Yeah, for the Ghosts. Yeah. I think, what is that, a 5-0 right now by the Ghosts? This is rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
Last week, Amon, the Bandits actually broke the highest win record in league history by getting 13 wins.
Oh, wow.
Over as far as league matches. Obviously, we had the Hive match that went to 15. But as far as league matches, they went to 13 wins against the Gorillas. That's the highest win count we've had for a team ever in history. And now this one, they've started out 0-5. So it's a little rough.
Yeah, that's a big swing of games, and obviously confidence and all that stuff is getting tested right now.
Yeah. And, and that's another thing, too. It also could be the curse of the wheel. As many of us know, the wheel is like, Amon, you have no idea, man. I'm telling you. The wheel is you think a team is your deadliest opponent? The wheel is the most challenging opponent you will have here at UEL because it is brutal. It will literally pick because with your rotation, the amount of times you'll have a game pop up and your player for that game is not available and the rotation is rough. We get all kinds of situations like that.
Right. So explain the rotation. So if you play a game, then you're not on the next game roster.
So basically, you can select at max. You can select 7 people to be a part of the team. Some people will play 5 or 6. I think the minimum is 4. I believe 4 or 5 is minimum. And then what happens is once a player is used, that person is taken out of the 7, right? And he's grayed out. And then the next match comes. That person can't play until the rotation, until everybody plays. So if it's down to only 4 people left on your team, but the match is a 5v5, those 4 have to play, and then it resets the rotation. Everybody's available, and you select one person to be the 5th. Then that person's out on the next rotation.
Wow.
So a lot of strategy with these teams comes into the rotation and the wheel. So it's tough.
Wow, yeah, that is strategy because you won't have everybody available to you. Interesting, okay, now I'm learning that. I knew that, but I didn't really understand it till right now. Yeah. Thank you, Lockdown. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. So we got the selections here. Bandits are putting in player 1 and 300, and the Ghosts are putting in Vale and Hosian. Players are selected. The match will start in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. StarCraft. Do we have a prediction up here for StarCraft? Oh, that's a rough prediction, 100% on the Bandits. You think I'm not going to take that action and those odds? Definitely taking those odds. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to just politely drop my prediction out there. And I will gladly take your money.
Gladly take your money.
I mean, I could be completely wrong. I might be completely wrong on this one. The Bandits might just completely take this one. But it would be their first win, so hopefully for their case, they do take this one.
Well, just for that reason, I'm gonna start playing StarCraft.
Yep. Not a lot of people are efficient at it, so if you can get good at it, Amon, your team will definitely appreciate the help, you know?
Oh, yeah. I like to do that. I'm a team player, so yeah. By the time
And the best part is,
it's
it's a free strategy game, and literally just playing the game, you'll learn so much.
Oh, yeah. That I know. I mean, because like I said, the last few weeks with Valorant, my IQ of the game, you know, the crosshairs, just that alone is made the game look a lot different to me when I log into it.
Now this one is a strategy game, so it's a lot of building and techniques. So if you're not experienced with this game yet, Amon, I'll just take the runs on this and kind of explain it to you as we go.
Yes,
so
I'm okay with that.
There's going to be 4 different. There's 2-on-2, right? So the teams each have their station and color. So it looks like they all selected Protoss. We'll find out who is who and what color. So you see, there's a blue, a green, an orange, and a red. Now what you're going to see here is when I'm moving around on these is there is, check my controls, my spectate controls, see what I got here. Okay. So this is their station, their main station. These are their drones. These drones right here go in and collect the crystals for their team, their person. Basically what they have to do is these crystals and this gas is what they use to build up different facilities to create soldiers. So they basically are building up their army and their defenses. Some people go full attack and build soldiers and tanks and flying ships and stuff like that to attack, or they can choose a defensive route and they can build turrets and bunkers to put soldiers in, things like that. I'm a Terran player. For people that are listening, they clearly can tell that by the way I'm explaining this. But basically, different units have different abilities.
Ooh, I like this
All right,
already.
So player 1 is blue. 300 is blue.
Okay.
Player 1's red. Veil.
I like this already. A little different speed of game too.
Okay, so green is Halcyon and orange is Veil. All right. Wait, no, they're that far apart, teammates? Oh, that's a weird play out. That actually might not work in their favor then, because they're real far apart. Oh, so you see right here, the red has already started putting stuff near the enemy's camp over here. Now, that's a smart play, because what they're doing is basically putting themselves in a position to be able to make a move against them.
Right. Okay.
A lot of this game is strategy, how you build. See, the green teams here are already building up these pylons are necessary to be able to build structures for Protoss. You have to have these little crystal pylons you see right here. Yeah. These are they have a circle range diameter, and you can only build in that range of the pylon. So you'll notice they'll put a lot of pylons here.
Okay.
So you notice they'll put a lot of pylons here so they can build. See what they're building right here? These right here are the photon cannons. These are like defense cannons that'll shoot any enemies that come into range.
Got it.
Then you see over here, you got some crystals, different areas so you can build more. But look at all of these photon cannons the red team has put over here by orange. If that truly is an accurate prediction of friendly versus enemy, they already put a sizable defense near the enemy's area, which could spell disaster for the Ghosts already, because they already are locking in the Ghost position and being able to play them. And you see they're already building around, so I think they might have gotten the colors wrong on this one, because otherwise orange does not realize that the red is literally building right in front of their base. There's got to be a miscommunication on who is who, because if not, then clearly they're just pinning in one of the Ghost members, and that can't be the case.
Gotcha.
Oh, we already got action over here too. They sent some scouts out over here to find out what's going on with the green team here, and the photon cannons are attacking. This is just complete. Clearly somebody doesn't know how to play, because they're just building photon cannons around them, destroying them. Takes them out. This is rough.
Yep,
and this is accurate right here.
The game got to get learned.
This is accurate right here. They're completely wiping out the enemy's base right in front of them. They have nobody to defend it. They're just going to wipe out green right here very quickly. This is insane. Clearly, this is going to go in the Bandits' favor. This is disappointing.
Well, that's where we gotta get some players on those teams, and I'm gonna be one.
This is rough. So green's basically out of the game. Orange will be out of the game here shortly because once they take out green, they already know they have the edge. They're just going to take out orange, and which would be Vale, and they're just going to end this quickly and then go to halftime.
Yeah, it's one of them games that.
Yep, putting them photon cannons right at the enemy's base. That was just clearly it was a strategy that obviously the Ghosts don't know how to play this game very well because that strategy they used was just complete, like basic strategy. They just literally just attacked them and they could do nothing. Yep. So I mean, like it's gonna play out the time, but you know, fastest StarCraft game in history. This is rough. This is rough to watch. I thought I was going to get a fun one to commentate in StarCraft finally. They're letting me down. But I guess they got a five game win, so I guess they're not too worried about this one. When you have that much of a lead, it's like, what's there to worry about, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that went real fast.
Yeah. So that's a victory for the Bandits. Very rough
Very
victory.
fast. That's win number 1 for the Bandits here in the series of tonight.
Woo! So the Bandits win. So I think that means it's going to be 5-1, and we're going to go to halftime. Is that correct? All right. So we'll be joined back after halftime. This is the time for everybody to take a break, get something to eat, get something to drink.
Yep.
But before we go, we're going to go ahead and get a wheel spin, and we're going to find out what's going to play after halftime so we can have the setup ready to go. Quickest win in StarCraft history, 5-1, Ghost lead. What's going to be up next after halftime? What are we going to get?
What is it like now?
It is going to be Soul Cal. Finally a fighter game. A fighter game. Maybe a game that could go in the Bandits' favor.
That's going to be fun.
All right. So before we come back, we'll get the rules. We get the rev when we come back after halftime. So we're going to go to halftime. Amon, we're going to go to halftime. I hope to see you back here in 15, 20 minutes.
Yep, I could be
15
back
minutes.
here.
15-minute halftime, so you can go ahead and hydrate. You know, we gotta get something for the voices. You know, so
a little food for the tank.
That's right. So we're gonna go to half, and we'll be back.
All right. See you in a little bit. Peace.
So my name is Titus, and I own the Ultimate Endgamers League.
I'm Mike. I'm also Lockdown. I'm the host and a player in the Ultimate Gamers League.
So as I was telling you, you know, when I was a naive little kid. My dream was to create opportunities for others, and I built business after business based on that premise, just always hoping to be able to help others and provide opportunities. And, you know, when I came up with this concept or this idea, it was immediately apparent to me that this idea was one that I'd been searching for. So what we've created can give the opportunity to millions of gamers around the world that as of now, they have no real, you know, opportunity in the esports world. And I say that loosely just because right now the opportunity that exists is you pretty much play one video game for 100 plus hours, you know, and you play that 100 plus hours a week, hoping to get noticed, or stream, you know, for 30 to 40 hours a week, just hoping that someone sees it, you know?
Yeah.
And then from there, you'll sign a 30-day contract once you finally get noticed. And then after that contract is done, you're kind of just left out there hoping to get noticed again and signed again as a gamer. Right. Yeah, and especially if you don't win that tournament, you know, that they've signed you for. So here we have commentary available, referees, gamers, general managers, coaches, streamers, trainers, developers, videographers, photographers, and more. And we can provide this opportunity anywhere that has a TV. And soon to anyone that just has a cell phone. So esports is ready for the evolution, and I would say that we are the change it needs.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah, and we are the UEL where gamers go pro.
Absolutely. I mean, this is something we've all been looking for our whole lives.
A brand.
is really going to turn heads.
With us, the gamers are so versatile that we could change the game last minute, and the gamers would be able to pick up the game, learn the technique, and compete at a high level, and most likely beat some of the professionals that are out there that just play that game. So we call ourselves the ultimate end gamers, and we truly are. And we invite anybody that wants to try and compete against us. You can join. You can bring your team for free, and we'll if you win, you can get the $10,000, but you won't. So good luck to you if you try.
logging in games, we lit the squadron. Ballin', dodging, these moves they hit, we got them. Falling, groveling, we lit in any room, server or camp. Know when they see us, we stand. We never lead till we end, lead till we champs. Once we logging in games, we lit the squadron. Ballin', dodging, these moves they hit, we got them. Falling, groveling, so we lit in any room, server or camp. Know when they see us, we stand. We never lead till we end, lead till we champs. Beat them advance. We do we think for the win when we in it. We killers and leaving no chance to hell we claim. That's not how we move in the wheel of games. Ultimate gamers and still the change. Shaking the industry, plenty G's winning our team. We some killing bees, killing these new bodies too. We replenish, we load the artillery. Hold the hostility, boosting these trophies. We win, we in it all in on the grind. Opposition and misery, leaking they dwell. Call us the winners cause we never fail. This is the team that's making a wave on the streams. Growing and hanging below. Ultimate end gamers lead 1,000,000 degrees. Yeah, this is where gamers go pro.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Lockdown is not quite ready yet, so you got me. So got Ghost Team. Oh, there you go. He's coming in now. Make sure where am I at. So we got 5 more minutes of setup time here for both teams. We got Ghost up, I believe 6-1 or 5-1. Bandits was able to get a win in StarCraft 2, the RTS game, real-time strategy game up here. Where basically, I don't know myself, but I'm learning. I will learn, and definitely help my team out in having that game of knowledge, a knowledge base under our belt. Now we got we got them back in the building now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up?
Please be seated.
I love it. It's hilarious.
We all gathered here again for the second half of the Bandits and the Ghosts. We will also reference the New Testament, since we did not do that before half, to go over what we're going to get here. We got a fighting game, ladies and gentlemen. A fighting game finally has come up on the wheel, and the first one is going to be Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. Good game. A lot of sword action. Like, you got characters from other game titles in this game. So that's the fun part of Soul Calibur.
And I'm going to tell the rules about the Soul Calibur. And we're going to get down and break it down. And we're going to go in and say the rules. It is a 1v1. Round time is 60. DLC and everything is allowed. No bans or restrictions. Let's get this match going. Chat, shout it up. Your predictions for who your team is. I want to hear it. I want to see it in the chat. Can I get a GG? A GG!
Oh, man. Let me see predictions here. Ooh, Ghost is leading. I'm going to put my bets there. I'm going to go up to my football number, 30 bits spent in there.
Everybody's pretty confident in the band. Who we got in the match here? Let's see who we got. All right, so we'll find out who is playing for what team here shortly.
I like this game. I only put a little time in it during my training camp days. It was a training camp game. Gilbert Brown and crew. But fun. I like the fact, kind of like Mortal Kombat, they bring in other protagonists from other games.
Absolutely,
I can't remember
I love
everybody,
that.
but I know it.
So we have NSB lockdown for the Ghosts. However, the Bandits have not informed me who they have selected yet. So hopefully they do before setup timer is done. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. That was we have to come up with a name with that, but that was a brief interlude by No Skills.
Some call me the Cloud. Just kidding.
The Cloud. I like it.
All right, we got some bandit picks over here. Got some bandit picks on this. Let's see. What we're gonna say. I'll tell you what. I have recovered some of my lost points from recent days today on my predictions, so I'm feeling good right now. I feel like the Rev brought a little bit of the Holy Spirit in here for me too. You know, he's helping me out.
Right. How
Throw
do
my
you know,
predictions in.
What do I check for, like, my earnings if I won?
So it shows up in the same places the predictions where your bits are, when it finishes, when they close it, it tells you how much.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, going for the money, man. I always go for the money. I picked the Bandits on this one, you know? You see we got Mayor. And oh, by the way, chat, I'm going to just go ahead, a little insider information that everybody's probably going to be real excited about. I believe Inferno is not on the count they're using, so we're actually going to get a real Soul Calibur fight and not an Inferno versus Inferno. And I know everybody in chat is going to be hyped when they hear that because we're going to get a real legit fight. If you're not aware, Amon, Inferno has pretty broken mechanics where you basically can press 2 buttons.
Bing, 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 bing. Hey,
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I have not got
like
confirmation
Mario.
who's going in, but looking at the
Super
camera,
Smash.
it looks like Mayor, but no one has told me who's gone in yet. So, continuing on,
So you
I
think
guess.
they might be strategizing with a different pick, and that's why they haven't said it yet, or they're just not paying attention. If I'll tell you what, right now, if that setup timer runs down and they don't put it in, somebody's in trouble. So yeah, but can NSB lock down? And NSB, can he focus on the game, or is he going to want to just dance and groove and move the whole time? He's a character, man. All right, we got less than 30 seconds left on the predictions, ladies and gentlemen. FYI, Mayor has not been confirmed as the actual player yet. The Bandits have not confirmed that it is Mayor. It could be a strategy technique to remove NSB lockdown from rotation. You never know how the strategies play out. Or they're just slacking and not paying attention.
All right. Got my vote in. For my team ghost mates.
We don't know who's in for the Bandits because Mayor's sitting in the seat, but they haven't told us nothing. So I don't know if they're strategizing or if they're just not paying attention. But as of right now, they have not put anybody in. And if you ask me, I think the match can't start unless they officially pick a person.
That sounds like a true statement.
Didn't lock a person in for StarCraft 2 either.
Tell you what, I know they're losing, but they better tighten up and button up because if they ain't gonna be paying attention, they're gonna start getting penalized. I can tell you that. It's 2 games in a row they ain't put their teammates in officially of who's going in.
It takes no talent for that, right?
Hey, that's then you know what? This is how it is. These are rules. Everybody knows these rules, so you gotta follow the rules.
Mm-hmm. There they go.
So they got the hitbox. You got the hitbox. Now we see player 1 sitting down, but I don't know if he was eligible, so he might just be the coach. It is. Mayor's still sitting there.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
So this is all on PlayStation 5. I see.
Yeah. Certain most fighter games are on the PlayStation, but then a couple are on the Switch too, which is like DBZ and Smash are on the Switch. Yeah.
Oh, DBZ's on the Switch too. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, they decided to do DBZ on the Switch. However, you know, you can use the controller that's like an Xbox or PlayStation controller, and you can set the buttons how you want. So it's on the Switch, but you can still get basically the same setup as far as controller setup and stuff like that. So
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Nah, we ain't getting no Inferno on this count. I don't think. I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a straight up match. No Inferno. I'm excited. No broken Inferno. Yeah, Inferno basically has 2 buttons that he can like do like a crazy combo with 2 buttons.
Okay. So, as I take it, Inferno is a character that is banned.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
But it's just not on this account right now, which was the one they're using today. So it's just the way it works out. But
Got it.
it's not banned. I think they just don't have it today. Bit of jaw jacking over here between the coaches. Still waiting on an official, you know, of who they're playing. I guess the Bandits forgot how to do this a couple seasons in, you know, and they forget. Oh wait, we're supposed to do that, ain't we? Something else, huh? Even the experienced ones sometimes just forget crucial things. Did you enjoy your break, Ahmad?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy it? Not much of a break. I know it's a nice and quick one, but that's also because we're trying to get out of here before midnight. You know, we want to get this stuff going. You know, we want to get these matches done.
I hear you. No, I had a good break. Got me a bowl of a minestrone soup with some garlic bread, vegetables. Get my veggies in me. Here's the fight.
I was just relaying it to the window. Okay, so the left side as well is the Ghost, and the right side is Mayor for the Bandits. Good start by the Bandits. But some nice combos there by NSB, by Lockdown. Moving in. Oh, nice combo there by Mayor. Has got him down to 1 tick of life. Oh, and with literally 1 hit left, he comes back. Is he going to be out? Nope, it doesn't matter. KO. First round goes to Mayor. The first round that means absolutely nothing in fighting games.
True, very true.
Because that's usually how they're assessing the other fighter, so it literally means nothing.
Yeah, it's all about timing of your punches and your distance between your opponent in a fight game, in most fight games. That sword uppercut right now is working wonders for a Bandit player. Getting hits on him all the time.
Yeah, Mayor putting in work right now, but it's competitive. NSB keeping in there. He just got to get those combos to get his life all the way down. Ooh, I wish I was playing this one right now.
And he just didn't get. He had them down to the rope, down to the health bar, but could not complete it.
Yep, you got to keep going with them combos. Ooh, nice combo there. He's got him up in the air. Oh, he almost kept the combo going, but he did manage to do a good amount of damage. But a nice move. Oh, no, and the soul move gets stopped. And then another combo. I don't think these guys are very experienced with Soul Calibur because even though they're blocking accurately like fighters do, they're not doing thorough combos, which tells me neither one of them is an avid Soul Calibur player.
Right. You got to combos. Gotta go in the flow.
It is a best of 3 though, so I mean, even if Mayor takes this one, it's gonna keep on rolling. Ooh, nice combo there, and he hits the soul. Oh, and he gets blocked, so it doesn't matter. And that's a straight up first round win by Mayor.
So right now, this timing, blocking, and it's getting the combos down, like you mentioned, is big for a Ghost player right now.
Yeah, this cracks me up actually because both of these players are fighter players, but clearly they're not Soul Cal players. But it's like if you're a fighter player, you should be playing every fighter consistently, practicing. And watching this match kind of tells me that they're not playing Soul Cal enough. And it's like, man, I think I play Soul Cal more than these guys.
I'm gonna download. I gotta download this. It's one of very few games I gotta download. StarCraft is one, and then this is number 2.
Yeah.
I've always been aware of this game, but never really touched it.
It's a lot of fun. You get some guest characters from other fighting games here and there. And it's basically like Tekken, but with weapons. They also have nice side-to-side mechanics. You can knock them out of the ring. You can break certain like walls, things like that and stuff, or whatever. But it's you can do a lot of side-by-side mechanics, which is nice.
This sounds like Tekken. That's the one. That's my game of probably my best fighter for me. Probably jump on that after we're done here filming tonight. Get my ranks in there, and there is a win by Ghost right there. With the DDT suplex on the forehead right there. Get a patience of the not getting hit by the combo there. That one is just unbreakable right there. That's one unblockable, I mean. That up move right there is really unblockable. Bandits.
Victory goes to
You there, lockdown? Or lockdown? I don't have the audio. I don't hear you, buddy. Lockdown, if you're talking, I cannot hear you, buddy. Just letting you know.
All right, so we got a nice back and forth on this round. Apologize for my break right there. I had to check on something, but I'm back. So we see you got a nice one, you know, left and right seats. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes that first one doesn't always spell everything, because now you see nice, good combo work by NSB Lockdown right now. So that's the thing. Those first rounds in fighters usually mean nothing.
No, you got to be consistent. Be patient on their attacks and time them out just right.
Nice. Now a 2-round win right here for NSB. Nice job.
So he's getting in his flow. That's all. Getting in the fighting flow is what you try to get for as a fighting game player.
That nice low combo that he did, that spinning sword, that was nice.
Yeah, and
and he's doing the soul combo as well, the soul burst or whatever it's called.
Whoa, nice combo right there.
All right, nice popping him up in the air, hit some combos. NSB Lockdown doing his work right now. Gets another one, wins the second match. We're going to go to the third.
So MSB Lockdown started a little slow, but he is warmed up right now. So things are looking in his favor.
Yeah, that's one of those things with fighters. Is those first round matches usually kind of turn into like assessing your opponent's movements and stuff. And good fighters will take that and adjust. And it looks like it's just working more in NSB's favor right now than Mayor. But
we call that
could be wrong.
Downloading.
Yeah,
we download them so that we know how to beat them round 2.
Absolutely. I hear that word. I hear that word.
Downloading. I like it. Okay, I download you. I got you.
Oh God, man, NSB is just going off now.
He's putting them swords into the Bandits player. Who's playing for the Mayor? You know, that swords into Mayor's player right there. His avatar is getting struck with 3 or 4.
Nice range attacks there. I mean, that's a good thing to be able to. He's got to keep launching him in the air so he can hit some combos and be steady with the combos against him. That's what Mayor needs to do to pull out of this hole right now. But the problem is NSB is just keeping up with the attacks. He's got it downloaded. He's got the moves down. He's ready.
Whoa, nice grab and stab there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Doc. NSB is going to win this match and stand up and start dancing.
Yo.
Ooh, round goes to Mayor.
Mayor right there. It looked like NSB Lockdown had it, but Mayor was able to come up with the last fatal hit.
We can call him Lockdown. It's easier.
Oh, yeah.
I just always mess with him because me and him, ironically, both basically grew up playing the same games with the same name. And it was just such a weird coincidence that we come to the league and it's like, wait, I'm Lockdown. He's like, no, I'm Lockdown. But I'm like, I'm older, so I call dibs. But he won't give it up, so he just said, you know what? Screw it. We're both being Lockdown. And that is what it is.
Yep. I got a similar story with, I don't know if you remember the football player. It was a first-round draft pick for the Packers back in, I think, 2002. His name was Ahmad Carroll. And his nickname happened to be Batman, as my nickname was too. But once he got here, none of my teammates claimed him as a Batman. Actually, one of my teammates called him Darkwing Duck to his face and said, we already have the real Batman. That's number 30.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. And was that his rookie year, I'm guessing, the hazing period?
That was his rookie year. Yeah, that was his rookie year. It was one of my old linemen, for a matter of fact, said, look, we already have a Batman. You're Darkwing Duck, just know that. And number 30's Batman, man. That's it. Argument
so the
over.
Bandits take that
like,
one.
Man.
So the Bandits take that one. Give me my points. Give me my money. Bandits take that one. Now we're going to switch up, get a wheel spin. Let's see what's next.
I went with my ghost. What is up next? I'm sticking with my team, win or lose, so that's how I am with predictions.
The
no matter what.
UFC, a fighter sport. Both fighter and sport.
UFC. This is a good match. This is real technical. probably the most technical of any sports games out there from EA. Other than soccer.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The Bible and the Reverend have returned for you. All right. How we doing? We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bring up the rules for the sports game of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Champion of the UEL. Let's see. This is a 1v1. Only one fighter from each side. Drink down the water. Replenish. All right. 5 rounds, 5 minutes each. RPS for which side. If it results in a tie, they just play another game, but it's best of 1. If you win this one, you win it. That's it. It's over. Finished. Finito. I'm out. Reverend out. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get a GG? Can I get a GG?
I love it.
Yes, the Bandits won StarCraft very quickly, actually. It was like literally it took them 5-6 minutes.
Man, that was...
Unfortunate match for you there, NSB.
Can I get a GG? Yes, you can.
Mom was rooting for you out there. Looks like we got Oh Cheesy going in for UFC. That's exactly who I expected to go in.
That's team captain right there.
Oh Cheesy versus Raven. Raven also plays, so this will be a good matchup here. This will be a good UFC matchup. I know who I think's going to take it. And I think the chat agrees.
Cheesy.
I think the chat firmly agrees.
Team captain stepping up to the plate. Yeah. I wish I could do this at the collegiate level because I coach college esports and I cannot come in off the bench. I'm like, dang, I can't tag in.
I mean, I'm like
sometimes.
I'm like 10 to 15,000 points up in my predictions today, so I'm having a good day here. Chilling with the Mind Green, doing it like we do, doing it big, getting some channel points here.
Mm-hmm. Getting those points. Making that money in those points.
I'll hop out for a minute and give NSB a little chance to communicate with the Mon and talk about his match and cover some UFC action. I'll be right back.
All right. Sound good. Lockdown.
Hello. What's good, Mr. Ahmad?
What's up, man? What's up, Lockdown? Good game there in SoCal.
Man. Yeah, I gotta get that rust off. It's been a minute.
I hear you. You're gonna have to be my practice mate. Get me right in some Soul Caliber. I need that.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
It's
good,
a pleasure
good.
to talk to you, Mr. Green Bay.
Yep. I used to do that. Now I pick up the sticks just like y'all.
Yeah. Yup. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. I was like, you play Halo Infinite and everything.
Yep.
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
I'm banking for the fact when I do come there and play that Halo pops up, Madden pops up, and either Tekken or SoCal because I'm gonna make sure I'm ready by the time I get there.
Oh, you play Tekken too?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That's my best fighter.
I love Tekken. I love me a good Tekken match. I love me a good Tekken.
Yep. I like the moves, like Eddie, like Brian Fury, Law. Or Forrest, or was it Forrest Law or whatever?
I think it's Law. I think it's just Law.
Law, yeah.
Yeah, Law. I'm a Steve Fox man. I like to box. I like to bob and weave. I can get in, get out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No kicks. Not a lot of kicks.
Oh,
he got the low punches.
Yeah, I think got the low punch.
Yeah, it did. It froze. Yep. Camera froze on you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hold on. We gotta fix that. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh, no, what happened?
What had happened was the camera froze on me when I'm talking to AG. Is it? Oh, they'll get it switched up real quick. All right, so where are you from originally?
Ladies and gentlemen, that confirms it. I'm the real Lockdown. He got on here and it completely shut down. So I'm the real Lockdown.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Funny. We've been having this debate on who's gonna take the name Lockdown. Well, me personally, that's my brand. That's my Twitch and YouTube channel brand. So I
correct.
Person stuck with that brand. But I mean, he wants to play the wheel for it, so I'll play the wheel for it. I'll play the wheel for it. No, not a problem. Not a problem. Doesn't mean I gotta showcase what I can showcase. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still froze. Or the capture card took a poop.
Is that what happened? Capture card is dead. It's officially dead. Yeah, I just got a new capture card myself. I guess they have a little shelf life.
Yeah, look.
A couple years. Yeah, a couple years. Yeah, I know the company I know I just met, EVGA. They make some pretty good ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because usually it's Elgato.
Yeah,
that's on internet. Yep. That's what I was on for about 3 years before. The first one I had was our Nvidia one, and then I graduated up to Elgato, and then now I'm on the 3-something EVGA. Something's not working. I heard somebody saying something's not working. That's not good.
The capture card for the camera is like, it's not working. I think it took a poop on us. Oh man. Oh man.
Darn it. Darn it.
Nah, one of my friends, when I told you that Green was gonna be on our team, he was like, "Wait a minute, did Green Bay pack up
right.
on Green?" I was like, "Yeah," because we were watching Commanders fan, so he was looking up your stats.
Correct.
He was like, "Man, what just popped up is unreal." He was like, I was like, "What's wrong?" He was like, when he was playing in 2002, he was playing with the Packers, and he faced the Washington Redskins at the time. Beat us 30-9, and you had three touchdowns. You was crazy. I was like, how long, bro? Oh man, come on, bro. I was like, you gotta really bring that up right now.
Hey man, like I say to fans, hey, that's it was all business, nothing personal.
It was all business, nothing personal.
It's my job.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, grandpa told me to get his ass out there and do that job. Like, you gotta
Right. And real tidbit, since you are a Commander fan,
hey guys.
You remember this name. Oh, what's up?
So, thank you to Elgato. We have to do a full computer restart. So, yes, technical timeout, like as of 10 minutes ago, please. 5 minutes ago?
Okay.
All right. So, stream's going to go offline as I try to figure out what's going on. I apologize. We will be back in a little bit.
But real quick for you, lockdown, my nephew Niles Paul was he played there. He got drafted there and he played there.
Oh really? Oh, Niles Paul. Yeah.
That was my nephew. Yep.
Oh.
That is my nephew. Not was. That is my nephew.
That is your nephew.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta go.
All right. Peace. Yep. Peace.